Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for a triple header Rocket League Bonanza special on this Sunday afternoon. We have, you heard that correct, 3 matches back to back to back for you guys today. So super excited about that. And these 3 matches will also mark the conclusion of the regular season. And this first matchup is against Huntington University. Cam, what do we got?
Well, excited here. We got 3 games. Pretty important day in the season here, as all 3 of these teams are in the top 5 in the B of the Peach Belt here. And then whatever happens in these games is going to determine our seed. So if we go 0-3, then you can look at a 4 or 5 seed. But if you go 3-0, you might be all the way up to a 2 seed. So in terms of postseason implications, really important day. Playing Huntington in this first match, a team I'm pretty familiar with in terms of other sports. They're also Division III school in Alabama, and pretty excited here. I think they're the 4th or 5th best team in the conference. So if you've been watching all the season and you've seen us kind of steamroll a couple of the lower teams in the conference, today's not going to be one of those days, as each of these teams seems to be pretty adequate and pretty well ranked.
Yeah, and that's a good point. We talked about it a little bit on Thursday. Haven't had a lot of tests so far this season for the team, but looks like all 3 of these teams will be pretty solid competition to round out the regular season. And yeah, of course, the postseason implications could not be any bigger. But looks like we're just waiting on a few of their players to join. Might actually be joining a new private match here.
Yeah, new lobby. Nothing wrong with that.
Who knows? Maybe it's mind games early in this match.
Yeah, absolutely. And stay tuned, because there'll probably be a post-game interview for Deroxy here. I know we haven't gotten to him yet, but in between either the 3-4 or in between the 4-5 game, we might have that on deck for you all.
Right, and we talked about it last Thursday as well, but Deroxy had arguably his best match of the season against our last opponent. Just was hitting some really tough shots and making really smart plays all around. So
absolutely, and if you were there for the post-game interview with the 3-time state champion, Sush, he was talking about kind of how his play style is a little different when playing next to Deroxy, and how he's kind of has to be more of a playmaker and set up for him, as Deroxy's goal scoring has really been on point here in the last couple of matches.
And we'll see if this match has a code that is deemed sufficient, but it's like Huntington having a little bit of trouble getting into the private lobby at the moment here. Nothing new for us, you know.
Yeah,
we talk about nothing.
Exactly.
For a few minutes,
I mean, nothing we haven't seen before here in our days of casting. That's for sure.
And who would you say you're most excited to see today?
I would probably say Sush. He was telling me that wasn't his best performance in the last game, which I don't know how that's possible. He played pretty great for what I watched. But giving him a full 3 games here, letting him warm up for 2 games, I wouldn't be surprised if he absolutely goes off by that 3rd game. And then, I mean, Deroxy's also a solid answer with how good he played. But I think Sush is going to have a really well-rounded performance today and probably dominate all 3 games here.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I am never, ever going to complain about a Sush revenge game.
Yeah, no,
and that might be what we have on our hands today. So, solid first touch. All-Star taking that one out left. Oh, wow. Censored Ramen with a boomer back to the center side of the field. That's a good center, but Sush all over it. Kayono looking to do something in the corner. All-Star takes that one away, and Roxy with a good clear here. A lot of defensive action early in these first 30 seconds for center.
Yeah, something you like to see when you're watching a team you haven't seen before is how aggressive they're going to be at the start. And it seems like this team's pretty comfortable controlling the ball and being pretty aggressive at scoring.
That is a near miss by Sush, just hitting crossbar, but good pass and setup by Deroxy, and honestly a pretty good shot. Can't complain about that kind of offensive chance. All-Star wanted a shot there, but Deroxy was kind of recovering straight back into him, so made that a tough angle. And there's a good little back wall pass by Last Win, but Deroxy's all over it.
A pretty balanced game here. Both teams having possession, and both teams
Oh,
making
wow.
solid
Look,
defensive
now, though,
plays.
this might be an own goal.
Oh, and it is.
No. What a start to the game. That is one of the most heartbreaking plays that you can experience.
Yeah,
as a
those
Rocket League player.
those are called 50-50s, and 50-50s can really go anywhere. But when they go in the back of your own net from the other side of the field, it doesn't really get more unlucky than that for Huntington.
Yeah, that's a really, really unfortunate way to start. Oh, wow, double whiff here. Sush looking to make a play. But, of course, that'll happen sometimes, like you said. Those 50-50 balls, it's important to be good at them. And, you know, as we've talked about a little bit before, that's something that the center players are typically pretty good at. There's Deroxy looking to set something up. Last win with that clear. Sush keeping it in play. And there's a demo. Wow.
Lion demo on top of the car there.
Yeah, that was. Don't see that too often.
Not at all.
Good block by Deroxy.
This Huntington team looking pretty technically sound. Not a whole lot of whiffs, and
Oh, that's a good pass.
pretty good at passing the ball in the midfield. They were definitely making the center work for it a little bit more than probably accustomed to.
And there's Sush with a really
That
nice
is
pass.
great
Oh.
playmaking. And this is why I was looking forward to watching Sush today. He knew he was going to be in his playmaking bag, and that's just a little pop-up. And that's perfect communication, too, though, because get that play off that quickly is not easy. You got to really trust your teammates right behind you, and Huntington has no chance of saving that.
Yeah, that was just a great play. And
Is this good? Top
this
in.
might be another goal here.
Oh, wow.
Slow plays.
What a
Oh.
goal. Deroxy
Oh.
really building off his last performance here. I thought he was going to go right with it, just kind of fast, but he goes slow, and Gayono's no chance there. He thought he had to jump right to save that ball, and center's up 3-0.
I mean, yeah, that's a really tough save to make no matter what, but if you look up gross in the dictionary, you're going to find that play. I mean, just beautiful fake there by Deroxy with that outplay.
This is obviously a really good start to the game, but center really making the most of their scoring opportunities. Haven't had a whole lot of really great chances, but unlike last match, just kind of converting when there's an opportunity there.
Most definitely. They definitely seem more locked in on the fundamentals today, and it's been showing on the scoreboard.
Constant pressure here too, though. Last 2 minutes really centers possession of the ball and just keep putting chances on Huntington's net.
Here, Censored Ramen trying to start an attack, but good bump by All-Star, keeping him off the wall. Sush playing this one out wide.
Oh,
Looking
wow.
for a redirect. Wow. Almost hits Deroxy in stride.
Oh, All-Star. Some speed on it, just unfortunately right to the defender.
And this might be trouble. Yep.
Last win with the goal there, really important in terms of time. Only got a minute 30 here. And looks like just Deroxy on the back wall just a little bit too high and no one else really back. So Iona was able to set up last win there, and Huntington's not out of the first game yet.
Yeah, I think that might be one of those plays where, honestly, one of the, it's sometimes a curse of playing with Sush as well, is you just expect him to win those every time. And when he went up for that 50 in the aerial, he ended up losing it backwards and just put the other two, center players in a really tough position defensively. Sush trying to make something happen, leaves it for All-Star.
Oh, what?
Oh, what?
Wow, we got to watch this replay back. All-Star with a good shot, but I think, honestly, the redirect is what does it here. And that's just nasty. I don't know really if it does a whole lot, but it might have done just enough to have that Huntington defender not be able to save it. Deroxy just keeps stacking clips on clips here in this match.
Yeah, that is a ridiculous ball to go for. Sure, you're up, but going for that redirect. There's so much potential downside, but we know how Deroxy plays. He has
Yeah,
full confidence.
He doesn't see the downsides in any aerial he's going for, which is a blessing and a curse. But when it happens as good as it has been these last 2 games here or matches, can't say anything about it.
No, absolutely not. And here's Deroxy again in the air. Sush responding to that. Deroxy trying to keep this one in the corner. Covering back. Yeah, it looks like center at this point just killing a little bit of time. Up 3 goals. No need to do anything fancy, but as I say that, Sensor Brahmin.
Oh, how does that not go in?
Goal line does not go in.
Barely half and half, ball in and ball out there. Kind of a story of the game here for Huntington in this first one. Some chances, just not really putting them in. And then center, a really good showing. Gonna take this one 4-1 and go 1 up in this series here.
Yeah, and that's obviously can't really ask for a better start. Like you said, just a lot of efficiency on some of the conversions. A lot of our best offensive chances led to goals, and that's going to be how you're going to win some games. And we'll see if Huntington can have a little bit of a bounce.
Yeah, they really didn't play that bad, I don't think. I think it was more just center really making the most of their opportunities, and if they can just keep getting away with the pressure they're putting on Huntington, I think that's the one thing that they're going to have to make an adjustment for, because about 3 minutes left into that game, center kind of could do whatever they wanted with the ball, and they just kept having chance after chance.
Yeah, that pressure will get to anyone eventually, and we'll see if they can generate a little bit more offense in this next game.
Center's rotations seem to be, really good right now too, though. Not anyone really being put in a sticky last back situation, and no one really double committed for balls either.
It's a shot that puts a lot of pressure on the defense, but Huntington able to deal with it.
Oh,
Wow.
All-star looking for a nasty.
Oh,
top bin.
Sush with a great outplay. Some early offensive sparks by center here. Nice back pass to Sush. Deroxy keeping that one. Wow, what a center.
Strategic demo here might lead to the goal. Oh, just barely missed it.
Near miss, but this is that pressure we were talking about.
Yeah, just Huntington got to find a way to get a solid clear on the ball, turn into a counterattack, because it just like that just keeps going back to center. So they're stealing it off the cars of Huntington.
There's a good, again, a near miss by All-Star. Just knocking on the door here early. Sensor Brahmin already has 2 saves. 1 minute down in the game. Usually not something you see, but All-Star.
Oh my goodness, All-Star just begging to get a goal in this match.
If the net
here.
was 3 inches longer,
I mean, it would
be 3-0 right now.
It would be a lot of close goals here, but I think this one might.
Oh,
no!
Don't jinx it, Cam.
As I say it, Deroxy just putting it right over the goal, but somehow center still has possession of this ball. They just triple committed, but they.
Yeah, it's been very impressive. And there's Kayono as well with 2 saves. I mean, shout out to the Huntington defense. They're doing everything they can.
And then here might finally be where the possession fully stops for center.
Yeah, Deroxy meant to hit that forward. Just couldn't.
Team hit.
Team play.
And
that's going to be what does it.
Wow. So you see about 8 different passing plays get stopped short, and then a team pinch from Sush and Deroxy's what scores center their first goal of this match.
Honestly, could have been a miscommunication. I mean, who really knows? It didn't look.
We're going to say it was strategic.
But yeah.
Why not? But no, it definitely couldn't have been this. Try to fake him there, Mr. Deroxy.
Yeah, usually his fake outs work pretty well, but oh my. Kayono through the teeth of the defense.
Yeah, this is an absolutely needle threader here. Good pass from Wynn, and kind of a nuts angle to put it on that fast that top corner. So Huntington definitely with some life here, and that's one of the more impressive goals we've seen in this match so far.
Yeah, 1-1 with 3 minutes to play. There's a demo on Deroxy.
Another good passing play. Oh, Just not fast enough there. Sush able to get under it, but still a really good play there from Huntington.
Yeah, that had goal written all over it, but yeah, just couldn't quite get the speed on the finish. Censored Ramen again, full boost and a really great start. Oh, and just misses off the crossbar.
Yeah, I don't know if that was intentional or what, but could have maybe tapped it down instead. But All-Star.
All-Star off the crossbar as well. It seems everyone is allergic to scoring goals in this.
Yeah,
this
making
game.
good plays, but not scoring the goals. A little bit. There's a bump. Kind of a hectic part of the game here. A lot of back and forth.
Yeah, like you said, that the pressure now seems to be going both ways.
Absolutely, yeah.
Momentum shifting just constantly as everyone is trying to make last-second saves. Here's Kayono going for the challenge. He wins that one. Roxy with a nice beat.
Great
Oh,
pass.
good
Just
center.
nobody there. That was
Unfortunate.
impressive from Doroxy.
Here, Roxy taking possession of that ball after the bump from Sush. Heads up play. Goes for the shot, of course.
That's, yeah. It doesn't matter what angle or what speed the shot might be at. Doroxy
Oh,
would go
and that
for
was
it.
almost a goal by Kayono. That would have
Sush.
been ridiculous. Just some amazing shots all around
I mean,
in this game, too.
just everybody flying around. Ball, I mean, just hard hit balls just right over the net. And then they're not getting returned.
Oh,
And-
wow.
Oh,
Doroxy!
no.
Coming back
Oh,
from the
what
depths.
what is going on?
Coming back from the
How
depths
do
is
we?
Doroxy.
There's no goal still.
I don't know how.
There
he
was
recovered
two
that.
balls that were just half and half in and out, and Doroxy saves one, and I'm not sure who saved the other. It might have been Sush, but Doroxy with the save maybe of his career there. That was amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was done for. He
Oh,
was
absolutely.
spinning around in the air.
And then he
missing-
finishes
and
it
he
off
comes
with the
back
goal.
with the hammer.
I mean, this is a match-altering sequence here, going from a goal for Huntington into a goal for Center, as Doroxy's able to show he's a two-way player, getting the save and the goal. Center's up 2-1 with 42 seconds, and you know that Doroxy's amped after that play. And if he
Yeah.
puts this in, it's over. He's just losing his mind.
Yeah, and yeah, just on that save, it looked like he was just dead to rights,
Oh, I don't know how.
floating around in the air with no direction, but somehow finds the back wall again and comes off to make that ridiculous save.
That's going to be one he's going to want to watch again, especially if Center's able to win this game.
Definitely the play of the match so far, that sequence.
Oh, this could be a play here. Oh, nearly. 10 seconds here. Center maybe playing a little more defensive.
Vincent Rahman looking for a pass. No one
Oh,
home.
douche with potential game-saving goal there, as Doroxy was not going to be in the right spot
Roxy
for that.
keeping this up.
And then All-Star hits it down, and Doroxy's game-saving and game-winning goal going to be the difference here. And Center takes a 2-0 lead and extends their games, not match wins, but game wins to 11 straight wins here. 2 sweeps and on the brink of a third.
And that one, that was a game.
That was one of the best games we've seen all season in terms of how close it was and the dramatics from Doroxy there, giving Center a 2-0 lead. That might be my favorite game of the season.
But again, it looks like Huntington had 7, maybe 8 combined saves in that game.
Yeah, if you're Huntington, you're kicking yourself because they really had the opportunities to win that game, save the ball well enough, and really had the goal that would have put them up and just barely get saved just by a great Doroxy play. And they're going to have to dig deep here. Center might be looking at their third or fourth sweep in a row.
That's right. This could be. And here we go. Sush with the first touch. All-Star trying to bring that middle to Doroxy. Doroxy clearing that one out. Start looking for the corner. And Sush with a nice little touch over the top. Doroxy looking.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Thought he was passing that. but
Doroxy is
should have
just,
known better.
he's just in his bag. I mean, I don't know how you score from this.
That is a very
He-
impressive angle.
I mean, it looks like, oh, it looks easy. The way you have to manipulate your car in order to hit it that way while jumping off of the back wall is very impressive. And Doroxy trying to make a case for maybe MVP of the day if you keep playing like this in AAA.
And Sush almost winning the foot race and scoring another goal there, but censored Ramen now with the 1v1. And that is a beautiful play by Deroxy. I mean,
How is that even possible?
this is, forget about Sush. This is the best. This is the best we've seen Deroxy play.
Oh gosh,
Undeniable.
Deroxy's playing like an All-American. I mean, I don't know what my eyes are seeing, but he is just firing on all cylinders and honestly getting to any ball he wants to.
Yeah, that was just a ridiculous touch off that back ball. Turn that from an offensive chance for Huntington into a counterattack just immediately. And here he is again, winning that exchange with no boost, essentially. There's a good save by Kayono. Again, already has 3 saves.
Yeah, Kayono really showing his defensive prowess here in this match, and so is Huntington. I mean, a lot of teams who play this year would be giving up a lot of these goals, but they just keep fighting, not giving up. Backline save after backline save, just keep them in the game at all.
Here's Sush playing this one up high. Roxy's up for it.
Oh,
Gets
good
there.
touch.
Jeez Louise, that was a quick aerial. Sush giving that one to Roxy, who of course is going off the ceiling with the reset, but Ramen is there. A little bit of a lull in the action here.
Yeah, Huntington's got to find a way to create some offensive action. They seem to be on their heels constantly and not able to get into their own offense.
My lord.
Who else? I mean, if we have time, we might have to do a Deroxy interview after this one. This is just a Hall of Fame level performance. I mean, just hits it down. It still touches
It does.
the Huntington guy's car. It's such a good shot. It doesn't matter. And this is one of the best performances I've seen in my casting years of any player on the Center Rocket League team. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant shot. Knew that the defender did not have any boost, and that's why he shot it low, because he wasn't going to be able to get down to it in time. Just Deroxy playing not only with a lot of mechanical skill, but also just a lot of high IQ plays as well.
Yeah, he's not really doing some of the things that Deroxy likes to do that will sometimes hurt the team, where he goes up too aggressive or hits a bad touch. Just all the positives here today, where he's being a little bit smarter about it, but also getting to any ball he really wants to. And Center's been the main beneficiary of that. Deroxy's made all the plays today.
And here he is again, looking to make some magic, but
Oh, that's
can't.
him.
Wow, that would have been an insane goal. Oh my, almost lots of top bins, and there's the goal. I mean, just relentless pressure there. It was
Sush with some underrated backwall defense today in this match. Had some pretty solid saves and had another good one there, but just unfortunately tips right to the middle of the field where last one can put it in. And this is it for Huntington. You got to find a way to get another goal here in the last 2 minutes, or Center's going to have themselves another sweep.
Here's Deroxy looking to take that one up, but last win is all over it. A little bit of a beat there. Deroxy wasn't expecting that second touch. And there's a nice demo, but last win. Man, maybe if he took a little bit lighter of a touch there, he could have done something, but gives it right to Sush. Kayono winning that 50 with All-Star. And here's Deroxy pirouetting through the air.
Oh, good try from All-Star there, trying to slot that in, but good counterattack chance here for Huntington if they can make something of it.
Yeah, was looking for the back pass, I think, but gets bumped a couple times there his last win. Censored Ramen with a really fast aerial to get to that ball. Roxy trying to make something happen, but the ball's going to remain on the attack. Oh, wow.
Sush with some really clutch defense in this match. Kind of been the more of the defensive role here with how good Deroxy's playing. But he's able to make that defense into offense after a good Deroxy pass. And barring some kind of craziness in the last 40 seconds here, Center might lock this one up.
Yeah, it's always good to see the stalwart defensive player, get a little bit of a reward for all that work, and that was what that was for Sush.
Absolutely. He's definitely been playing some really sound defense this match. And
Going for another team pinch there was
yeah,
Deroxy.
I like that.
He absolutely loves those.
And then, oh, great save from Censored Ramen. And they've had some absolutely impressive saves. We could almost have 5 to 6 goals almost every game with that, all the good chances that we're creating.
And here, desperate last gasps for Huntington, trying to avoid the sweep, but it is going to be too late.
Center are getting their 4th sweep in a row. 12-game win streak here. And it's on the back of Deroxy here in this match. I mean, absolute masterclass in all phases of the game, but especially some of those goals he scored. Absolutely nasty stuff. And Center 1-0 on the triple header today. Let's see if we can make it 2 and 3-0.
Yeah, and with that being said, we have a little bit of time, so we'll see if we can get Deroxy in here for.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll talk to Deroxy right now and see if we can get an interview for him, and see y'all either in the interview or at 4 for the next match. All right, was able to track down Deroxy here and get our 3rd interview of the season. Last one here of the regular season, trying to get every starter interviewed. And after that absolute masterclass, we have obviously Deroxy with us. What got into that game? What worked and what were you seeing out there? Because I think that was the best game I've seen you play here at center.
I mean, yeah, I tend to play like pretty alone, but I tend to create plays and like pass. I think overall, we saw how what's her name? Huntington, how they played it. We reviewed the replays, see how their game style was. So we kind of knew what we were gonna kind of get into. But I think we overall played really good. Good comms, good communication. Just overall really good plays.
And you're known for your clippable goals, right? Me and Saul like to talk about that a lot. When you're going up for some of those, like what's going through your head? Are you like, I'm gonna get this, or do you ever see any downsides into some of the like that redirect from Porter today, the one where he shoots it in the middle of the net and you're just going straight up and you get redirected? What's kind of going through your head when you go for some of those
I think I don't really think it. I think if you think about it too much, when it really comes to this game, if you think about the shot you're going for, I think you overthink it and you just don't do it. Like you just end up missing the ball. I think my thing, I just go up with confidence and hope for the best. And obviously it's me, so I'm gonna shoot it and make it.
Yeah, exactly. Getting into that more aggressive and shooting a lot play style. Talked to Sush on Thursday, and he was talking about how he's a little bit more passive when he's playing next to you, and how your connection between you two seems to be really strong. What do you got to say about that? And
I've tried being passive, but it's something like I need to go for the ball, not like in a ball chasing matter, but in like I need to create a play, hit the ball there, pass it there. I can see that he's become very adaptable to my play style. And I really like how we both play. And Porter as well. He's always like he has great positioning. He has good clears. You saw that one where it was like so close to go in. Yeah. I got it out by a slim amount, and then it just kept. But he got the clear. I think overall we play really good as a team. We're always there for each other, trying to create passes. What is it, Sush?
Swoosh, yes.
Swoosh.
Yeah.
I saw him trying to pass it. I hit it. It almost went in. It's just like really good play. I think we all have really good positioning, better at rotating, especially for me. I sometimes struggle for that because it's that aggressive play style that sometimes can get to me.
Yeah. So I don't know if you know this, but you guys have won 12 straight games and 4 straight matches, all being a sweep.
Really?
Yeah. So what do you think is working really well? And you talked about the rotations, but what's working well, and how do you think you can keep this win streak going?
I think what's working well is that when we do miss the ball, we kind of re-coordinate and see like what we need to do, where we need to go. We tend to practice a lot before the games, try to prepare ourselves to what we're gonna get into. I think we just overall play really good as a team, and like it does come to luck and skill, but I mean 12 games in a row, you gotta there's some skill
That's
involved.
definitely skill for sure. Well, Deroxy, I'm excited to see these next 2 games as a doubleheader, and I'm really excited to see this playoff push you guys are going to make, because you guys are really firing on all cylinders right now, and we'll see these next 2 games, see if you got any more clippable goals. And
Let's see. I think I got a couple more in me, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. So stay tuned for the matches at 4 and 5, and this is me and Deroxy peacing out until then.
All right. As we said in the earlier portion of the broadcast, this is a triple header, and we are back for match number 2 against Lander Academy. Cam has a little bit of intel for us on.
Yeah, so I'm talking to the reliable state champion Sue. She told me this team is second in overall Rocket League rankings out of anybody in the conference, but suffered a loss to Huntington earlier. So around the same tier of team that we just played here in the 3 o'clock match. But in terms of ranking, pre-season, they had a higher overall ranking than even our guys did across all different game modes in Rocket League. So pretty important game here. See if we can keep this win streak alive. I know I've been talking about that a lot, but the game win streak has really gotten up there. And also the sweep win streak is, also something to take note of. But important game for seeding. Obviously this team's ranked pretty high, but with a loss to Huntington, a win here would certainly put us past them in the seeding and keep building on how good we've played this season so far.
Well, and an underrated storyline that we picked up on here is that this is also the battle of the sushis, whatever you want to say. They have a sushi as well.
Oh, wow. That
So,
sushi with a little bit of a whip there on the clear, and then Roxy picking up right where he left off after the interview and after his masterclass performance there against Huntington.
yeah, and safe to say this one is going to be a little bit of a grudge match, but Deroxy coming in, taking care of business, and probably had his legacy performance in that last matchup. So we'll see. It's just a great time to be hot with the triple header and all. So we'll see if he can maintain that same level of play. But double
Wow.
demo and they don't score.
I go by Cook, trying to get really technical here against center, and something that you interesting to see here early how physical the game is going to get, and also how technical the other team likes to play it.
Yeah, but we're not talking about it enough. Darko with arguably a time to head to the bench buddy level play there. I mean, I go by Cook just clearing a path, demoing both players in the net, and he just can't get the goal. Can't even get close, really. So, very unfortunate development here.
Great touch by Deroxy.
And
Is that a team
that-
hit? Or
wow.
no, it's just a Deroxy goal. He's got 436 points, and it's not even been 2 minutes yet here in this game. Porter going up 2, maybe creating some confusion, but that's just top bins. Deroxy absolutely in his prime right now, and he's scoring all the goals for center today.
Yeah, he just looks so fast going up for some of these aerials. It's like he said in the interview, just has all the confidence in the world and doesn't even really need to think about it. Just kind of, goes straight into those plays. And makes it look so fluid and easy.
Yeah, I think it's just a really good mix of being on his right technical game right now, and then also a mental aspect of the confidence. I think it's just a perfect blend. He's playing his best Rocket League right now. Almost getting the bump there, too. First third goal of the match.
Here's Darko trying to clear it out, and All-Star pushing that to the wall. Sush running into All-Star, but still clearing that one to Roxy. Sush off the wall. Oh, and
saved
Sush
by
saved it.
Saved by, I think, Sue, not the Sushi. I think Sushi maybe gets credit for it, but
Yeah, that is incredibly unfortunate. Set his teammate up on a silver platter, and then just it happens to be in the way. An absolute tragedy is Roxy would have had his hat trick early. That goal had gone. So he still might get it anyway, though, at the rate he's
going for it. And center, kind of like that first match, really applying the pressure. And man, they've had a lot of good chances here in this game.
Here's All-Star playing this one into the corner. Looking for a beat, but misses that exchange. Sush trying to cause some confusion at the goal line. Here's Roxy. 3-on-1. Likes the odds.
I mean, I would too if I was playing like how he was today. Nothing is impossible to score. Oh, especially not that. But
oh no!
Oh, that would have been his goal of the night. That was disgusting. Center really trying to find that elusive third goal, but if they keep playing like this,
it's just a matter of time, right?
Exactly.
And there. Oh, never mind.
There's absolutely optical illusion there. So that ball wasn't even that close to the win.
Camera was shifting. Give us a break.
Oh,
here.
yeah, got to give us a break, guys.
Sush, but yeah, just so far an absolutely dominant game.
Just dominant from the possession aspect and the pressure aspect. Where only outside of that one really good Cook kind of double hit or double. Oh. Other than that, that was their only really good offense. But Sushi trying to win the Sush battle, and I think maybe Roxy kind of back flips or front flips, or his car's on the his nose of the car's in dirt.
Yeah, I mean,
so.
And it looked like All-Star and Sush were really not expecting him to. They were expecting him to at least touch the ball.
Yeah, but now you got for center, you're kind of gonna go more full defensive here. I know they've been really close to this third goal, but gonna have to really focus on stopping Lander Academy from scoring an equalizing goal.
Here's All-Star just redirecting that one up. Taking that. Good touch there.
Good touch too. Wasting a lot of time there, putting it up in there.
Corner there by All-Star. Underrated.
Going some more time here with 3 seconds. Sush gonna try to put a goal in, and he does. You know, don't listen to me, guys. Don't go defensive. Just get the third goal you've been working for all game. And that's super well done from Sush. And another Doroxy and Sush kind of class there, combining for 3 goals for center. And just like that, center's won 13 straight games. He's looking for another sweep.
Yeah, and like you said, kind of same story as the last match so far. Game 1 just being a dominant win. And, 3-1 doesn't seem necessarily like an outrageous scoreline, but all the pressure, all the initiative. And again, you can see 7 combined saves by Lander Academy. Just when you have to deal with that much pressure over the course of the whole game, it's going to lead to some losses.
Absolutely. And you see, 13 shots from center compared to 5. That's just a gap you're not going to really be able to overcome there if you're Lander Academy. And honestly, I think that game could have been 5 or 6-1 pretty easily. Maybe 6-2, right? They had a goal that probably should have gone in. But that's the thing with center this fall, is that even in games where they're not winning by a lot on the scoreboard, they're pretty dominant in the game. And in the games where they do win by a lot, it's just they're converting a little bit more on their goal opportunities.
And there is a chance we see a sub for Lander Academy as well.
Oh, good stuff, Saul. 2 subs, maybe.
Yeah,
they got a team of 5. Wow.
Couple guys
They're trying to
out
go
in the
deep.
background
Trying to go
there.
deep on us here.
Looks like it's
the
the same starter.
No, same 3. Okay.
But
Man, imagine having 5. Just be like on that bench. Which one is going in? You know.
yeah, it's definitely interesting. But it looks like they trust their guys, and We'll see what happens here in game 2. If Lander Academy can get it together and
It's the same as the, we keep, talking about it, but it really comes down to that pressure. And if they can kind of stop that.
well, that somehow
That's-
does not go in.
Well, that's not the start you're looking for as Lander Academy. You just gave up 11 shot or 13 shots in your last game. Kind of want to maybe take a 1-0 lead. But
Yeah, it was
Lander
pretty-
Academy just whiffing.
Wow.
And then it's just going to turn into a center goal. I mean, just nightmare start for Lander Academy. Really think you're going to go up 1-0. Then you double commit on that ball. All-Star drops a dot and honestly tanks the demo, which is going to help too. So the captain All-Star making some unsung plays there leads to a center 1-0 lead.
Yeah, and that, they maybe looked a little rattled. Just expected that goal to go in. I mean, I was ready to give up on the play, but it just doesn't go in. And yeah, that is just such a heartbreaking way to go down 1-0. It's essentially a 2-goal swing.
Oh my!
Wow.
Oh, just an absolute class of just ball striking there from Deroxy. Touches it up, barely nicks it with that corner of his car, and puts it in the top right bins. I mean, I've seen so many Deroxy goals today that
Oh, at this
one of them
point-
might get play of the week.
At this point, it's like, who's your best player? Yeah, Deroxy's better. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, flirting with another hat trick here after 1 minute of game time. So he's just been absolutely dominant in both of the matches we've covered so far.
And sometimes when you're playing against a player like that on the opposing team, it just gets hard. You just don't have really any confidence when you're going up against them in a 50, and you're always kind of conscious they have to be back.
But there's a goal.
They're not going to miss this wide open one here.
Deroxy was looking for a pass.
Oh,
on the play,
yeah, well,
and it was just intercepted.
Deroxy's got a lot of great plays. I'm going to let that one.
Yeah. And you could see, but not on the replay as well. But Sush was there. It's just the pass didn't quite get to where Sush was.
I see. So it would look a little worse than it actually was.
Yeah. But yeah, the man who's already scored 4 goals in this series alone, gonna give him a pass. And this is just a beautiful clear by Deroxy. All-Star trying to push this one in towards the goal line. That's cleared out. Darko with a good 50 there. That ball is stopped by Sush, but this could be a goal.
Oh,
Wow.
great defensive work there from Sush. Unsung, just really good defensive player today. Saving a lot of goals for center. Some of the best opportunities that in both matches the teams have had. Sush has been able to snuff them out.
And that's kind of the difference between us and some of these other teams. It seems like those are some really tough saves to make. And
Absolutely. And a lot of times teams have that player that's really good on offense and defense. And we have that in Sush, but we have 2 players that are pretty good on both sides. And a lot of times you're accounting for only one player to be really technically sound, but we have 2 really strong players there.
yeah, and here Deroxy clearing that one out. But I go by Cook on a little shot.
Oh, he needs a physical one. He's been
Oh.
bumping people in the back of the net all day.
That's right. Yeah, so every team needs a demo guy.
He's
right?
a bruiser, right? Yeah.
And it's usually All-Star for center, and Cook definitely filling that role.
Oh,
quite.
absolutely.
Unfortunate that boost spawns right after All-Star goes over it, but here Sushi wins the battle with Sush on the back or on the corner of the wall there. Deroxy calling out for the pass. And
You
wow.
heard him in the other room yelling middle. And All-Star, the captain, he'll be in the right place at the right time and just barely sneaks it over. And that might be All-Star's first goal of the day.
It might be. He's had a couple chances.
We're
but
going to say it's his first goal of the day. He was really close in that last match in those last 2 to 3 games. Oh, and Deroxy with a beautiful save.
Wow, off the first touch, really, in a situation like that.
Oh,
you never
good
know,
touch from
but
All-Star there. All-Star
to
maybe
follow this
looking to
one
get
up.
hot. He is looking to get hot. It's the
Another
captain.
goal for the senior.
Just needed to see one go in, and sometimes that's all All-Star has to do is just gain some confidence and start getting a little more aggressive. And All-Star with back-to-back goals here in the second game.
Yeah, and this is another pretty dominant performance in this game too so far. Seems like Lander is starting to play a little bit more aggressive, trying to bring that pressure and that initiative that they've been lacking. But in the process, All-Star is just saying, okay, well, you're going to give me space, I'll take it.
Absolutely, and this might be another one.
Yeah.
This adjustment.
Nobody home.
The adjustment's not going to work.
Nobody
right?
home.
And this is what makes Center been playing so good recently is that they can play really aggressive and keep you from having the ball, or if they let you have it and you're aggressive, you're just going to get killed on the counterattacks because their clearing has just been so good this year. Not a lot of weak clears, and anytime there's a weak pass in the midfield, it goes right the other way for a goal chance for Center. And they're just looking like a freight train right now, kind of dominating every opponent we've seen so far.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, wow. And that should have just been a goal a million times over.
Yeah.
But yet again, Sush, who else? Just on the back line, barely able to pinch that one out.
Oh, double goes for it.
Cook just leaving this one up in the middle for Darko, but not much happening there. Wow, DeRoxy reading that one like a book.
Oh,
and he gets the 50.
That might have been a goal if it doesn't touch that guy's car there, which would have been nuts. He's going to go off of this.
Absolutely. Goes up a little late. Darko able to beat him to it. Sush, though, wanting another goal, clearly.
Almost threads that through, but with only 2 seconds left.
Cook hitting this one up, and Roxy sending
Ball
it out.
fill up, but then it's going to touch the ground, and almost in even more dominant fashion as Lander Academy try to get more aggressive there, but just led to Center scoring more goals. And a really well-rounded performance there from almost all 3 of our players getting 500 points. Center with another dominant win, trying to make it 5 straight sweeps here in this next game, and just looking really good on all sides of the ball right now.
Yeah, you certainly love to see that as a fan of Rocket League and Center College. It's just been dominant wins all around. And these are some of the better teams in the
conference.
conference.
Oh, absolutely.
So
Yeah, it was interesting to see if maybe that easy run the schedule was going to hurt our guys a little bit and have them not ready. But, man, ever since they've played this tougher stretch of the schedule, they're just proven to be just as dominant.
yeah, and this has been some of the best Rocket League they've played all season. Just lights out, no nonsense. Well, maybe a little bit of nonsense.
You know, with the Roxy, you're going to get some nonsense here and there, right?
but
It's fine.
yeah, exactly. I mean, if these are the score lines, then by all means.
Absolutely. And listen, I think the one thing is maybe see Sush get a little more involved offensively here. He's been really real in the defense. Maybe he'll turn that into some offense here. It's not letting DeRoxy have all the fun here.
Oh, and we have a sub.
Oh, we do.
Here
Who is
we
it?
Go. Araf Beast RL. Jumping in. Looking to see if he
Did they
can
take
be-
out the bruiser that is the where I can cook?
They did indeed. They did indeed. And wow.
What an adjustment there. And it
Swooshy,
worked out.
swooshy.
Granted, sub not involved in the play, but honestly, just a lucky 50. Yeah, that's just what happened there. Still, Sush almost with the save there, but that was kind of what happened in the last game. There was a really close goal chance early that could have put them up 1-0. Didn't put it in. Let's see if it switches how this game kind of goes compared to the last one.
Yeah, and also with this sub, you never know how this will change the dynamic. Maybe this could be Lander's own version of John Blackwell for any fans who watched on Thursday.
Yeah, John Blackwell on Thursday almost had a lasting impact on the game, but sadly he had a couple goals just absolutely saved by Sush and DeRoxy.
Oh,
no.
The Sush to Sush connection.
Oh,
And not in the way you want.
no. I almost feel like he, liked his name so much, he just put it in the back of the net.
That is a keyboard breaking kind of goal.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely tough to hit it that left, and maybe if he doesn't hit it at all, it ends up being a goal anyways, but just how it looked. It just did not look
Oh, wow. Well,
like it was soon to be a goal. But Deroxy's got his teammates back here. And after the somewhat embarrassing own goal, Deroxy puts it right back in. And he's just going to go back right in the back of the net,
yeah.
giving you no chance to really save it unless you're right on it.
Yeah, he's just been making it look easy all day. And it's definitely good to get a goal there after being down 2-0 early. There's a nice, powerful clear by Sush. That's off the back wall, but something happened there and it got bounced out. I'll start with a nice little floater here. He's up for this.
Oh, and he gets over the ball. Almost some kind of like fake here.
Yeah.
Thinking that he's not going to hit it. Just fakes out Darko. Darko was kind of at the flip of nothingness there. But All-Star getting more offensively involved here in these last two games. And just being at the right place at the right time there. Really good pass from Deroxy too. Kind of a give and go situation there.
Yeah, and as far as fakes go, that's about as good as it's going to get because you could tell the defender thought he was hitting that up high, and All-Star, whether it was intentional or not, taking his time there.
Oh, it was intentional from the captain for sure.
You have to imagine it was. Those are the kind of plays we're accustomed to seeing from him. And it just totally fools the
Definitely,
defense.
also takes a smarter, not harder approach to the game of Rocket League. And you gotta respect.
Oh, wow. There, was trying to give a little pass middle, and
Oh my lord, there's no way. Oh my goodness!
I mean,
Deroxy looking for more and more clips. I mean, this is disgusting. Oh my gosh. From the ceiling to the wall into a flip aerial top bins. I mean, I don't know. I mean, whatever Deroxy ate for breakfast this morning, whatever his pregame, ritual was, he needs to just do this every time because this has been some insane plays
yeah, that
from
was,
Deroxy.
I mean,
I
really
mean-
no words to even describe. And I don't know if you noticed, Cam, but a couple of our opponents from Thursday joined this private lobby, I think by accident, and just happened to tune in for that absolute worldie of a goal.
Really?
Yeah.
They joined the. I didn't see that.
You could see it on the top left.
Did
Yeah.
John Blackwell join?
No, it was this grilled cheese and
No,
roti.
yeah. Toast, no, grilled.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, toast. Yeah.
Tuning in for that absolute worldie
Man,
and then dipping immediately.
He's like, oh, you probably saw too familiar of a sight from
Yeah.
Thursday. He's like, man, I've seen this.
A little PTSD for sure. But
Oh, and this is going to be another goal, and center's just pouring it on here in this little last minute and a half. Just great Rocket League all around, other than, I don't know what that backpack was, but
yeah,
Sush taking advantage, and this is just, I mean, everyone's really firing. You got Sush kind of doing the defensive in midfield, Porter being there, or All-Star being there where he needs to be, and Deroxy doing all the fancy plays. And
Yeah, this is just really looking like a well-oiled machine. And after being down 2-0 in this game, obviously that's not
Oh,
what you
wow.
want to see, but center just able to immediately respond with 4 unanswered. And who knows, it could be more. There's still time in this game.
there is. This
All-Star.
is the Landers Academy's kind of last shot here. If they want to make any noise within this match. Got to find a way to get 2 goals and push it to a 4th game, but we'll see if that's possible with how good our offense has been playing.
All-Star trying to control this one out wide. Refuted by a Roth Beast. Deroxy sending this one across the pitch. Sush with a nice clear there off the back wall. And a Roth Beast leaving this in the air. Doesn't get punished for it. Sushi.
Duke has just been really good being the last guy back. A lot of times he's putting a one-on-one, and he's done pretty good in almost all of those encounters.
Yeah, his ability to win 50s consistently is very impressive, and a lot of it. There's a lot of subtle positioning that goes into winning those 50s, right? How you orient your car. So definitely something you're not gonna always see a lot of praise for, but an essential part of the game.
Yeah, his rotations have been on point too. Always knowing when to be the last back.
Wow.
Oh,
Cross.
Douche looking for a Deroxy level goal there. That's heartbreaking.
Roxy trying to get a redirect off the corner. Luckily, All-Star's there to back him up. Here's Roxy with the pass.
Oh my goodness, what a play there. Really would like just kind of a exclamation point to end this match if they can.
This could be the moment. Good attack here. Sush with the outplay on Sushi. And a rough beast.
And then
looking for a
again,
goal.
who else is going to be on the back line defending that?
Back on that.
And he taps it down. Wow.
I mean, okay.
Sush just putting on the absolute clamps on Lander Academy. And just like that, Center has 5 straight sweeps and a 15-game win streak. And, I mean, I don't see them losing to anybody soon. This has just been good performance after good performance. And Roxy doing his thing, Sush doing his thing, and the captain all-star playing great as well. So, I mean, what do you think? I mean, what's going to be stopping us here?
It's hard to say. I mean, there was the one team that we've lost to this season early on. I think second week.
We are ready for the.
I think I think
it was Florida State, some campus or something, but yeah.
And I think if we see them again, I mean, they better be ready.
They better be ready.
Hopefully they've been playing.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
This team is looking unstoppable.
Yeah, and we'll see if it's any different here in the 5 o'clock match. But if our guys keep playing like this, we could be ready for a 6th sweep or at least a 6th straight match win in a row, and really building some momentum here for the end of the regular season. And it's got me really excited for the playoffs next week if we play like this.
Definitely. And until that next match at 5 o'clock, we will leave you guys to your own devices, but we'll be back. All right. For the third and final match of today's triple header, we are back. And I mean, so far it's been utter domination.
Yep.
Right? There's not really much else to say. Just all around great performances. Deroxy, probably the story of the day so far, has just been playing out of his mind. And if I were Columbus, I'd be quaking in my boots a little bit here.
Yeah, absolutely. Deroxy having pretty big master classes in the first two matches. Some really insane, clippable, worthy goals. And Sush is doing his thing, and so is All Star. Everyone was really doing their part and contributing. And Sush really been on the defensive end these first two matches. Pretty excited to see if he gets a little more aggressive, especially if this match gets. If we get up early, we can maybe see Sush be a little more aggressive here, trying to make his mark on this triple header. But Columbus State, just like all the other teams we've played today, pretty competent opponent. They have probably a top 5 or 4 ranked team in terms of MMR Rocket League, and they're probably a top 5 team in terms of record also within the conference. So really important game, really to see if we can establish a ranking here within the conference. And if we win this game, it could be easily the 1 or 2 seed. I would be surprised if it was anything worse than that.
Yeah, with only one loss coming into this last matchup of the regular season, you have to imagine how many other teams can there be with only one loss, right? But yeah, if past is prologue, this could be another one that Center runs away with, but definitely not going to write off Columbus State too quickly here. As Cam said, very competent team. So
yeah, and can't get too comfortable. We've dominated the last 2 matches, but kind of start off how we play, which really dominating the possession and being pretty aggressive with our goal scoring opportunities. But also, I'm not trying to jinx this, but something to look at is this could be win number 16 in a row in terms of games and a 6th straight sweep. We're able to do it in this third match of the doubleheader. So still a lot of things to play for, and see if our guys look as good as they did in the first 2 matches.
Yeah, no, haven't dropped a game in a long time, and probably since before the leaves started changing color.
Yeah,
honestly.
it feels foreign, honestly.
So
And not trying to get too confident, but just been playing really sound Rocket League as Center.
Oh, and that's a really
Almost
rough
all month.
start to the game, though.
Oh
I mean,
man, and
you can't really ask for a worse.
Columbus State wants to break this win streak and is looking pretty confident here to start the game here. Pretty honestly underrated shot there, going for a spinning early, having hit it with the back of his car, and just like that, Center's down 1-0.
Yeah, and you can see there Deroxy, who's been getting some really ridiculous clears off the back wall today, went for one there, and it just ended up popping right up in front of the net rather than having enough power to bounce out. So just an unfortunate start to the game, but we'll see if Center can lock in a little bit here and make that a one. Oh
That's a great
wow!
play here. I wasn't really sure what Deroxy was going for, but it was actually a really calculated back pass to All-Star. I think that just kind of threw them out. See, look at all the Columbus State players kind of thinking it's going to be a counterattack for them. But the quick back pass and then the reshot by All-Stars really got Columbus State on their heels there.
Yeah, this is the kind of chemistry that we've really become accustomed to seeing, between these 3 guys. Like, they all know kind of where each other are going to be and what their strengths are. And so Deroxy knew if he could hit All-Star on that last back, like he would probably have an assist there. And that's exactly what happened. But definitely some pressure here by Columbus State. So in this first minute, it's been pretty back and forth overall. All-Star looking to play this middle. That's refuted by D-Dog. Deroxy can't get to that in time. Good bump, though, by Deroxy on Griffith to be able to get the possession back there. Here's All-Star pinning that against the corner. Probably not what he wanted. Deroxy with a good 50 there. All-Star in for the second touch.
And you see kind of Columbus State being pretty aggressive on defense where they're trying to get to the ball quickly and not let center get into what they like to run on offense. And honestly, been a pretty sound way to defend center because recently they kind of just been getting whatever passes they want in the midfield or any kind of shot they want with teams playing kind of back on them. But this team kind of meeting them at the ball. It's had a pretty good effect on the defense. But as I say that, DeRoxy just threads it, I think, between two people here and gets center another goal.
Yeah, that is the one downside of trying to cut that space is that you have to be consistently consistent with your touches, right? And there, as you can see, the last man back was a little out of position because he was trying to play up to that ball really quickly and paid the price for it. It's a really easy walk-in goal. Oh, and I mean, okay.
Oh, and
Another
DeRoxy
walk-in.
adding some English on it. And yeah, like you said, I think that's just a little too aggressive. Got in there not getting to that ball, especially if you know that you might be the last back in that situation. So center just finding different kind of ways to score. If it's not, with prolific passing, it's just playing some sound defense in the midfield and getting easy goals that they're giving to them.
And it's been working out great for All-Star as well, who's, known for being able to punish the opponents for their mistakes. It seems like he's set up a lot of these goals in this first game just by catching the defense off guard.
Oh,
Wow.
Near goal there from Columbus State.
Good bump by DeRoxy.
Strategic bump there. Not gonna. Oh, what?
Oh,
What a
Sush.
save from Sush. I was like, that's in the back of the net. And half the ball might have been, and then
oh no, but
he
he has to do it again.
retouches it.
Oh, but good demo by
Oh,
DeRoxy.
heads up play. This could be
The
another
defensive
goal.
stand. No,
Oh.
DeRoxy wanted the goal. He wanted the glory, and as a result, they get nothing. That is
Wow. Taking the goal there, I think that was from Sush, who would have also probably put it in.
and arguably deserved it. After
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
defensive stand.
Yeah, we might have to have a talk with DeRoxy after the game about, the morality of taking certain shots and leaving some for your teammates.
Either way, still up 3-1 here, but yeah, just an outstanding defensive sequence by Sush on that. Being able to save that ball, I don't even know how he read it, but and as an opponent, if you're Columbus State here, you're wondering, well, how do we score on this guy, right?
Yeah, no. Doing all the right things and still not scoring. A little bit of a team save there.
Yeah, that was honestly not a bad call by DeRoxy to give Sush a little love tap there.
Berserk beats two, though.
And here,
Yeah, you're probably going to see Columbus State get pretty aggressive here when they get to possession, and could lead to a center score or two. But
All-Star misses that one.
doing a good job of keeping the pressure
DeRoxy
on.
misses that one.
Oh,
Oh, my.
wow. Almost, we could say that's making up for the goal earlier, even though it was just absolutely insane. He stole that one from Sush, but this is another good goal
I mean,
here.
that's just really impressive. He was moving away from the net when he shot that. It's really hard to redirect your momentum.
It almost seems like the
Situation.
more elementary goals for DeRoxy are harder at this point, where he's making more tough ones more often.
And there's a booming clear. That Sush almost redirects.
That would have been
straight
the
into
redirected
net.
all time there. But yeah, center looking kind of how they did it in those first two matches. Just pretty dominant, but playing pretty sound and not letting them really get into any kind of rhythm here on offense.
This All-Star with a really good 50. Sets up DeRoxy quite nicely. He's going for another clip, but the clip farmer will not
Wow.
get what he wants on that one. No matter. Center still wins game one in pretty dominant fashion, just like we've seen in the last couple of series so far.
Yeah, I think it really came down to those freebies that Columbus State gave up there in the middle of the game. Not a lot of shot differential between the two teams. Actually, the exact same 7 shots. It was just, some of the insane saves were a really big deal, but also just some of the freebies that center got is what really was the difference in that first game.
Yeah, a lot of busted rotations, as like you alluded to early on. The Columbus State was trying to be a little bit more aggressive with their defensive challenges. So we'll see if they look to kind of back off of that mentality a little bit in this game. And that's a really good shot, but Sush just doesn't let anything by that easily. All-Star, good 50. It's up to Sush, who goes for the shot, can't hit it. It's unfortunate. Roxy up for this one. Oh,
Nearly.
had a free shot, but just a little off left. Definitely hate to see that. Sush committing to this ball. All-Star, the nice touch, bringing it back to the middle. Sush, oh my
what a goal.
Lord. I wasn't sure if that was going in or not, but
Me neither.
what an
But
angle.
yeah, Sush able to read this perfectly off the potential clear. That was not a clear. It was mainly just a pass. But kind of what I said at the start of the broadcast for this 5 o'clock game is expect Sush to get a little more involved offensively, and he's kind of been dominant in this series, being the real difference maker on both defense and offense.
Yeah, and that was just a very good finesse shot that we saw on that goal. Okay, well, All-Star
There you go.
getting in the
That's
mix.
a great goal from All-Star there. Looks easy, but had to make an adjustment on the fly there off the Deroxy touch, and also angle it right to make sure that it doesn't get saved. And the captain is cleaning up what's easy.
I was going to say the same thing. Clean up Peru seems to always end up being All-Star, who's just in the right place at the right time on those little setups near the goal line. And Deroxy trying to play this one with little to no boost. All-Star. Oh. And you could tell, you could hear it in the other room. That one hurt All-Star
That one
on a personal level.
Personal pain from All-Star there.
Oh, but
Whoa,
they
wow.
absolutely whiffed.
Whoa,
Guts
wait a
with
minute.
The whiff of his career.
Wow.
That should have been a goal.
Should have been a goal, and instead it was a turn to a clear.
Yeah, really
Oh,
unfortunate
good hit from All-Star.
concentration error by Columbus there. And instead of being in a 2-1 situation, which is certainly more manageable, it's still 2-0.
You guys seen that all day from teams. They're just kind of missing wide open ones when they get the chance. And it's honestly been a big part of why a lot of these games have been blowouts, is because the games where they can make the goals where they make games closer, they're just not really converting.
Wow, that boost spawns just in the nick of time for Deroxy. And that again, probably should have been a goal. No one in net. All-Star's the closest man, but a really rough spot to play defense, and it just doesn't matter. You just see a whiff. All-Star bringing this one up the left side. It's refuted. Deroxy, though, winning a strong 50 there. Ball's in front of the net. Everyone's going up, but they can't touch it. Sush taking this one right. Deroxy with the redirect. I mean, the movement right now is unreal.
Some par touches. but
Oh my!
you keep playing, and then again, no real touch at the net there. That's gross.
That was
Finished.
a beautiful pass.
Disappointing that a better shot effort was given on that absolute dot.
Yeah, and Columbus just seemingly incapable of taking the lid off the net.
Oh, good play here.
Wow.
Everybody involved. Not sure if it was in the right way, but Deroxy, I think, wanted the down hit, but then Sush barely gets it. And again, clean up through captain here.
Yeah.
Right place, right time. But man, that's a great play.
Yeah, it's tough, right? Like, we've had so many shot opportunities,
And
Columbus.
that's just also nasty.
Yeah.
If you want to add that to the Deroxy nasty goals list here. Just getting murdered on the kickoff, but that's just such a good way to contort your car.
It's in the montage for sure.
I mean, you could make a whole highlight reel just off today.
Right. Yeah, and giving him a shot like that off the kickoff is just a risky proposition. 'Cause he'll typically convert on those. And 4-0 here, you'd like to think it could have
Yeah,
maybe been 4-2 or 4-3. But
yeah, definitely some missed opportunities here from Columbus State, but center getting to the point of the game where you're going to see some double commits and some Droxy play attempts
Yeah,
for sure.
some general tomfoolery, but yeah, with a minute left, up 4 goals, it's going to get interesting. And really, not a lot going on right now. Ball's just hanging out in our half of the field.
It just no team we've played today has had a really true answer for what to do in terms of really offensively or defensively, throwing center off their game. They kind of had whatever they wanted to, and I think the biggest thing, like the biggest reason for that, is that there's a lot of confidence that they're going to save some of these harder shots. So it lets them play more aggressively on offense, and then whenever they get caught kind of lacking, they can still make just a tremendous save that doesn't end up hurting them in the long run at all.
And there's also just that really impressive team chemistry, too, that we've mentioned a couple times. Everyone just seems to be on the same page, really at all times. It's I don't know if we've really seen hardly any goals off of busted rotations today
No.
on center's part, and that's been a lot of the goals that they've scored on the opposing teams. So, I mean, yeah, not much to say there. Just another absolutely dominant win by center.
Yeah, just kind of looking like a juggernaut right now. But again, look at that. Almost every player at 500 points, and everyone's really contributing on both sides, offense and defense. And it looks like there's just no stopping center right now.
Yeah, I mean, let's see if the train can keep rolling into game 3 here. This could be the end of the series and of today's Rocket League coverage. But so far, center yet to drop a game in quite some time. Roxy going for another clip. Oh, and you'd like to think he could have had that.
You know, he's hit so many ones today that are just absolutely disgusting that you almost expect some of those to go in. But
Douche with the redirect.
and finished by All-Star.
Finish.
I mean, cleanup crew captain. Great play from Drox. I mean, just the awareness to know that Sucha's going to be there. All-Star, you know, finishing it off. This Columbus State team's got to be like, are we playing someone in the RLC?
Yeah, this is
just some absolutely great team plays and just great technical work by everyone on the center team here.
Yeah, kind of just having their way with this third opponent. I mean, I guess none of the series have really been close in terms of the game, you know, the games themselves, like the results, but, you know, at least some of the score lines were pretty entertaining, but this has just been so far, just center running away with it. And obviously going for some absolutely ridiculous plays in this third game.
Okay, so I mean, center knows when to have fun and dial it back a little bit, without really, you know, forfeiting any big potential giving up goals. But wow,
That's just
that was a rocket.
a rocket, and yeah, I mean, All-Star had no boost, so there was no world where he was reaching this ball.
Really good, kind of almost ceiling pass from Berserk there. Pretty unexpected. And this is Columbus State's chance to put an end to center's win streak and maybe make this a little more of a match.
Well, oh wow.
Well, as I say that, cleanup crew captain here, ready to clean up any kind of goal you desire. That's
Yeah.
such a good touch from Susha. Like, there's so much speed on that hit to where it's so hard for the defense to react. But again, that chemistry, Porter knows, or All-Star knows where to react it to. So
Yeah,
he
absolutely.
has the advantage in that kind of situation.
It just seems easy. They're making it look really easy right now.
And the good thing that we've done today too is this: whenever they score a goal or go up, is doing a really good job of responding. Like, I know there's been
Oh no. And that's one way for the captain to get his hattie.
hat trick, captain. This is some high-level plays here from the
Completely
captain.
earned. Completely earned. 2 cleanup crew goals and an own goal by the other team. That's
Hey, the captain doesn't care how he gets them, right? A hat trick's a hat trick.
That is very true. Oh, wow. Sush almost putting that in off the one touch. And you can hear the boys going crazy in there after every near miss. They're loving this right now.
Any play they don't make is a disappointment. Oh my, almost a great back wall save there from Sush.
Was that Sush? No, it was.
Oh, it was the actual
It's actually
person.
Guts stealing the goal from his teammate.
Wow, I thought that was one of our players for sure.
Guts didn't even get
Doesn't
credit,
Sush have a similar
or didn't even
colored
shoot it. But
car?
gets credit.
Never mind.
It's similar, yes, but
I
I
just
mean,
also
it's hard to
assumed it was a
expect.
defender
Yeah.
that far back. You know, like the defender was that far back. You know,
Right, absolutely.
there was no one from center within square miles of the goal. Then
Here's All-Star just winning a clean 50. Sush putting that up to All-Star, who tries to steal the goal, but
I would say that was a pass
hit
that
it
turned
too.
into a goal there.
you could argue it. You
I
could argue it.
You know, there's definitely, that definitely could have been saved. Or All-Star could have put it the left side of the goal and would have been no chance. But again, anytime center has really seen any adversity today, they score right on top of their opponent. Oh,
That almost a beautiful shot in top corner. Doesn't quite fall. Sush just demo hunting at this point. And I didn't mention this after the last game, but he ended last game with 6 demos, which is
Wow.
pretty ridiculous.
that, I mean, what achievement is that?
It's there's definitely something, but
The guy's still at the end of the game, just like absolute bruiser. 6 demos.
and he might be going for even more in this one. It really seems like he's just chasing the poor Columbus defenders around in circles. There's one.
They're like,
Yeah,
leave me
no.
alone.
This is what he's doing. This is what he's doing.
You know, sometimes he's had the same role probably for these last 3 matches. Kind of wants to switch it up on himself, but don't look now. This game's not over here with a score by the dog.
Yeah, All-Star last man back and tried to flip into that one, but just couldn't read it correctly. But we'll still have a 1-goal lead here, and again, the initiative seems to be all center. Sush just driving around like a maniac at supersonic speed, looking for those demos.
Oh, also gets bumped there.
Yeah, good bump by Berserk, but Sush says no thank you. And All-Star with a pretty nice touch, honestly.
Oh, and he puts it
finishes the
himself.
job.
This last game has just been an all-star masterclass here.
This is a really good touch.
Yeah, just kind of beats 2 guys there. Goal number 4 for all-star.
5-3.
Seems to be pretty locked in. Again, every time that Columbus City has kind of made a pretty good response here down 2, the center's able to widen that gap back to 2.
That's exactly right. And with a minute left in this game, it is looking more likely than ever that center will win 6 series in a row without dropping a game.
Yeah, never want to speak too soon, but they're playing like this. Oh, wow. That's something.
Griffith getting a little roller, dropping in the net. Had a pretty good recovery there.
Yeah, all-star just a little bit stuck on the wall. Happens to all of us, especially me.
Now, the wall is sometimes your greatest enemy. It can be your greatest friend, but
Can be, but man, it's gonna be a pain sometimes. Then I gotta lock in here for the last 50 seconds. Don't want to have any overtime or anything like that.
probably should have been a goal, but
Roxy,
a great save.
beautiful save. And might have been the closest game we've gotten all day from a differential standpoint and the clock being this close to being done.
Yeah,
Columbus State trying to do anything they can to force an overtime.
Sush gets the ball taken there. Good clear by DeRoxy. All-Star giving it back to DeRoxy. Great pass.
Oh, and
Great setup, great
that's
finish.
the exclamation point I wanted to see on this triple header day, where DeRoxy has just been, I mean, just doing whatever he needs to do to score a goal.
Unreal.
And he has been deep in his bag today. And just goal after goal after goal, being clip worthy. And center just really, oh my, pouring it on.
Off
Dude.
kickoff.
Trying to steal the thunder from the captain here, who's really has a good game. At the end, it's the combo that's just been putting it on teams of Doroxy and Sush. And center's going to, we can say emphatically, going to win 16 straight?
18 straight.
18 straight
18 straight games.
And 6 straight series by sweep. Just kind of putting an absolute domination on this division of the Peach Belt Conference.
Sush, after hearing the one more games from Griffith, Sush says, we can't play
1v3. Griffith he's motivated as ever, and got to respect that. Maybe he'll get a chance at us again in the playoffs, but until then, he's gonna have to, maybe calling out his teammates. Yeah, no, not happy. But I'm super happy with how our triple header went, Saul, and just straight domination. I didn't know, this was the tougher part of our schedule. It was supposed to be these 3 games here.
Didn't look that way though.
But what I'm ready for is to play that Florida team again.
Oh,
and see if we can get a revenge. Because if we're playing like we are right now, I don't know if they stand much of a chance.
Yeah, and a couple. I think there's one playoff round before potentially travel, maybe 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's 2 rounds before travel for the championship. So looking forward to that potentially in the future here. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys, and hanging out with us for this Rocket League
Action-packed triple header, yeah.
Triple header bonanza. But until next week, we will see you in playoffs.